The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kay. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So here they come now to take over on offense. And leading them out, someone who plays with his own signature brand of hero ball at quarterback, it's Cam Ward.
Well, I got to believe, Kate, that those touchdowns a week ago in that wild card round, both of them through the air, going to give this quarterback and this offense a little bit more confidence to do the same today.
This gets forward to around the 29. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. Going right back to Ridley, caught again. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Ward now on third down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are off to a great start defensively, and they force a turnover on the opening possession. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set. Delta, set. Set.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Ooh. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, You better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap now to Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Set. Delta, set. Go.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ready.
First down, and they go right back to it. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Set. Ready. Ready.
This is Harris on second down. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Motion, change team.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And they're not going to get anything out of this call, Brock. He's hauled down, just getting back to that line of scrimmage. It's 4th down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Chargers field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll start this series with an option left. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
One of the challenge is when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Takes it in at the 26. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Kevin Winston Jr., the rookie out of Penn State, making that stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action now for Herbert. Lays out, what a catch! Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running behind center with Harris. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. We have to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Go.
2nd down here, another give to Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Kappa.
Another run with Harris here on 1st. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we have a member of the Titans injured after the play and in need of some assistance. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set. Delta, hut.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's good to McConkey. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers hold a 16-point lead in the 1st. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead.
17. Titans nothing. Cameron Dicker, the kickoff for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey!
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Finds his fullback. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready!
1st and 10, it's Pollard. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Dump off caught by his back. Jukes another one. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. 17-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. On a sneak, here's Ward. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Ready, set!
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready! Ready!
Ward off the play fake. Dump off to his fullback. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Got to keep this one and go. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Give to Pollard on the option. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds him on the slant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ready.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Get it.
Ward's going to throw it. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
380. 380.
Dive play straight ahead. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Delta.
Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Kappa. Let's go.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That one's nabbed by Allen. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
380.
Throwing now, Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Brought down by Dre Jones.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
380.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Titans have a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's go.
Again, a run with Pollard. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1st down, they're going with Pollard again. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now looking to throw with Ward. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40, 3rd down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
3rd down, Pollard. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More football from SoFi in just a moment. First down now, ball at the 33.
Come on, come on.
From the gun, it's Ward. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Bronco 80.
Working inside the red zone. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Ready, go. Ready.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Right back to Pollard. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. Jukes away from one. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Kappa.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that 1st down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Set. Grenade.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Set. Kappa.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Dicker connects there. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We roll on here on this divisional round Sunday. 2 more final scores to get to, and then we'll know the AFC NFC title game matchups. But first, let's look back at Saturday's action. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And look at the big fella go. It's Derrick Henry. He gets past the first wave of the defense, and the race is on. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Brandon Ayuk. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 56 yards, touchdown. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Rager with the return here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. And after this play, there's a Titan out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. First and 10 from the 32.
Set.
Going to Harris to start the half. Oh, he lost the football. And the Titans got it. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Titans and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down.
Set. 380. You're out. 380. You're out. Ready.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First down from the 42.
Set. Black 80. Black. Set.
Going right side, Harris with it. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. Second down coming up.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Set. Delta. Set. Ready.
Play action now for Herbert. Finds a man right side. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
380. Cut. Set.
A third down run with Harris. Trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up fourth down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
Hold it ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll go play action. Hits his running back. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready. Pass the 60.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Benjamin St. Juice picks it off. And the Chargers work some magic on that return. They took the interception all the way back to the 30. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Sent down by Cody Barton.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
380. Cut. Delta. Set. Go.
Herbert back to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
380. Cut. Cut.
Harris gets it on the counter. And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
Harris will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
380. Cut. Ready.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
380. Cut.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And that is caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Brian Callahan getting his Titans offense out for another drive. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go. Set. 60.
1st down throw here for Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Short pass brought in. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. It's caught. He's got Washington. And they bring him down around the 34. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down. Again, Ward going to the air. It's taken in by Washington. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
This is Ridley working the right side. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And the Titans have a first.
Come on, set. Check.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked by Alohi Gilman. And the Chargers take over deep in their own territory, down inside the 10. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Ready.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
380. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Set. Kappa. Set.
They'll toss it to Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case, a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Delta. Set.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Titans sending out some nickel coverage here. 3rd down.
380.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Still going through the 25. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Charger ball. The Bolts just 1 quarter away from advancing in the postseason. New set of downs from the 37.
380. Kappa. Set.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Set. 380. Set.
Staying on the grab with Harris. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On third down, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. So they're left with fourth down here. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Ready?
First and 10, it's Pollard. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Get it.
He gets to Pollard from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Ward now. Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Hey, check that.
On the sneak, here's Ward. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans have a first.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass not much better.
Dumped off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
19, Charger, 9, ready.
Kick the running back in motion. From the gun, it's Ward. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Here we go, set. Pick.
Third and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Sends this to the end zone. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Set. Kappa. Set.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Set. 380. Green out. 380. Green out. Green out.
Najee takes this one. He's got room to roam. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering why. How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
Set.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Ready. Delta, set. Ready.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Set. 380. Go.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Black 80. Black. What is it?
They'll air it out on 3rd. This one's caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers started celebrating this win a while ago. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Set. Ready.
Trying to run in, Harris. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Chargers continue piling it on here in the 4th. Najee Harris, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. We'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
They give on second to Pollard. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down. We need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down.
60 Eagles, 60.
On third and long, it's Ward. Complete right side to Washington. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Set. 380. Cut.
Buzz, be ready.
Set.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Set. 380. Cut. Set.
Harris once more. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.